Hi, I'm Dr. Roger Herchak. Happy to be with you today to introduce some of our new provider staff. Rosie Campbell, ARNP, has joined our staff approximately 4 months ago. And I can't tell you how pleased I am to have Rosie with us to introduce her to you and to tell you a little bit about her story with ShellPoint. Rosie, welcome, and it's just great to have you with us. And I know you've been with us for about, actively in the ARNP role for about 4 months now. Great.
4 months.
Tell us a little bit about how you work through ShellPoint and how you got to where you are.
I started here at ShellPoint when I was an LPN in 2008 on the 3rd floor unit, and soon after that, I received my RN and stayed on 3rd floor for about 2 years. And then I went down to 1st floor rehab unit and became one of their Medicare MDS nurses. Did that for about 5 years, worked through my bachelor's at USF, and then got into the master's program and completed that in 2016.
Great, great. And how does it feel to be a certified provider now?
The transition, I was quite surprised at how different it is, even though I've worked here. So I'm excited to be here and to have the doctors and the nurse practitioners that have seen me go through this process and help me through it. So the transition is very different from RN to ARNP, but I'm lucky that I'm here and I have the support of the team.
Great.
So it's been different but fun.
And it's like staying with the family in many ways, Rosie. Could you tell us what your role is going to be? I'll use the word schizophrenic in some ways, in a positive way. Tell us what things you will be doing as one of our newest team members.
I will be floating as an ARNP, so I will be in the medical center. I will be assisting you in the surgery. I will be out in the ALFs and in the pavilion.
Okay, great.
So whenever any of those areas need coverage, I could cover and help out.
And what is really key with that is if one of our providers is out, away, or sick, Rosie will be well-rounded in all aspects of provider care that Rosie could step in, so there's no gaps in our care. So we're really excited about that. And you've been with us about 4 months now, Rosie?
As an ARNP.
Great. Very good. What is something that you cherish most about being here at ShellPoint? I'm sure there's a lot of things, but does anything stick out?
What I cherish most about ShellPoint is the sense of community that I get from my colleagues and from the residents. And like I said, because I've been here since 2008, I feel safe here. Good. And comfortable. Good. And so that's what I cherish the most. And
Rosie, you've had some acute care background training also, which I think is very helpful because we have backup to do laceration repairs and so on that you're capable of doing. And of course, certainly the more we do in the medical center, the less we have to send our beloved residents out for either emergency room services or to a surgeon. So it's so nice to have that backup with you and I both doing, you know, procedures and so on. So
yeah, there's so many different types of ARNPs. We have primary care, family care, and my certification is acute care.
Rosie, I know that as you continued your education, you did receive some well-appreciated support from ShellPoint. Could you tell us about who and what they did and how they helped you with your education?
So when I wanted to go back to school to get my bachelor's degree, the auxiliary helped me with with my tuition. And what you do is that you apply through the auxiliary, and they give you tuition reimbursement. So you have to keep up your grades, and you have to turn them in at the end of your semester. And so they helped me throughout my entire bachelor's degree. And then for my master's, we have different scholarships that employees could apply for, and those scholarships are from our residents, and that's what helped me get through master's.
So nice certainly nice that our residents would do that for up and coming students and providers now, and that we could have the providers come back thanks to our residents. I know that's got to be such a big support and a show of love. And now you've got the opportunity of return that love through the care that you give,
Right.
which is very, very neat.
And I'm excited that I was able to get that contribution from the auxiliary and the residents, and now I get to, just like you mentioned, I get to give it back, and I'm happy that I got to stay here and continue my career here.
Well, we are blessed to have Rosie Campbell, AR&P, with us, and you'll be seeing Rosie all over campus, and please give her a warm welcome, and she'll be interacting with you in many different ways.